Hi, everyone. This is Carolyn Speaks Instead of a World on Monday, July 4th, 2022. So, what is it? Good, bad, and different? All three. Okay, coronavirus is still out there. I don't know. But, what are some of the major headlines? What to the slaves the 4th of July? James Earl Jones reads Frederick Douglass's historic speech that he gave in 1852, July 5th, 1852. Um, Frederick Douglass was born into slavery around 1818, and Douglass became a key leader of the abolitionist movement. On July 5th, 1852, in Rochester, New York, Douglass gave one of his most famous speeches, What to the Slave is the 4th of July. He was addressing the Rochester Ladies Anti Slavery Society. James Earl Jones reads his historic address during performance of Voices of a People's History of the United States, which was co-edited by Howard Zinn, the late great historian, introduces the address. I listened to it. I think it's great, and I'm going to put it on my Facebook page in case anyone wants to listen. Okay, give it a try. Okay, there it goes. All right, now, okay, so that was interesting. Yes, Amy Goodman on Democracy Now! Had a show for the holiday about slavery and July 4th. July 4th is a day of Declaration of Independence for the United States, freedom from England, but what about the slave at that time? They had slavery, they had indentured servants, they had all kinds of things. Okay. Now, also, the hill we climb if only we dare. Amanda Gorman, the youngest inaugural poet in U.S. history, um, read her poem at the inauguration of Joe Biden. It was very inspiring, and I could post that for you if you'd like. Okay, here we go. Okay, got that. Okay, now, also, a devastating ruling. Law professor Michelle Goodwin and Supreme Court attorney Kitty Colbert on overturning Roe. Sorry, the sorrow that'll bring to the world. And here's another one. I was raped by my father. Abortion saved my life. Professor Michelle Goodwin on SCOTUS and the new Jane Crow. I totally agree. They had Jim Crow, now they have Jane Crow, because Jane is going to be forced to carry, um, remain pregnant with a rapist or incestuous attack. She gets pregnant as a result of a rapist or incest. She's be forced to carry that pregnancy to term. Um, and maternal mortality in the U.S. is very high, especially among um, black women. Okay. So we really have to speak up for women, and we have to give women their rights. Okay. Equal rights. We have to hold men accountable. A bunch of old men and old women made these decisions for the Supreme Court. Okay. Supreme Court ruling sharply limits EPA's power to combat climate crisis. Yes, lawsuits seek to block Biden administration from restarting oil and gas lease sales. Good. Protesters demand action on climate and pollution at UN Ocean Conference. Good. SCOTUS, Supreme Court, to hear a case on power of state courts to halt gerrymandering and voter suppression. I hope the state courts should have the power to prevent gerrymandering and voter suppression. Also, Supreme Court rules 5-4 to allow Biden to end remain in Mexico border policy. Yes, that's good. Alleged driver of truck in Texas human Smuggling tragedy appears in court. That's good. I hope to hold him accountable and also the people who hired him. And French police arrest 10 suspected smugglers over drownings of 27 asylum seekers who are trying to go to France. And where are they coming from? I don't know. They're coming from trying to come in to the across the English Channel. So I don't know. And French had notorious colonies. Okay. Devil's Island was one of them. Haiti, all kinds of stuff. Okay. Ketanji Brown Jackson sworn in as the first black woman Supreme Court justice. Good. Over 180 arrested protesting for abortion rights outside Supreme Court. Okay, why did they arrest them? I don't know. But they did. Okay, judges temporarily halt Kentucky and Florida abortion bans. For how long? I don't know. Okay. Now, what else is happening? I don't know. Okay, also, says Manchin and Sinema reject Biden's plea for filibuster carve out on abortion. They also rejected the plea for a filibuster carve out for voting rights. So I don't know, we have to get rid of those two. Okay. Russian missiles kill 19 in Odessa, Ukraine. That's great. How can we stop Russia? WNBA star Brittany Griner appears in Moscow court, faces 10 years in prison. Okay, did she bring in whatever they said she brought in, knowing that it was a crime to do that? I don't know. Or was she set up? Sudanese forces kill 8 protesters demanding end to military rule. I agree with them. I agree with the protesters. Sudanese forces have to be held accountable for the way they treat them, their people. I don't know. Now, Ecuadorian indigenous leaders win government concessions, reach deal to end protests. Good. Some success. Now, also, what else? Finland and Sweden invited to join NATO, prompting warnings from Putin. Good. I hope they will accept. I hope to also let Ukraine into NATO. Russia withdraws from Snake Island, swaps 144 prisoners of war with Ukraine. I don't know what's behind that. I don't know. And legal challenges seek to halt abortion bans in Ohio and Wisconsin. Good. Thanks to the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU. Okay. Well, that's a lot of news on this holiday, July 4th, 2022. Okay, now, I'm glad you're tuning in this evening of Monday, July 4th, 2022, for another Meteor Carolyn Speak State of Our World. Wear a mask, practice social distancing. When the vaccine is available for you, so if you would take it, I would take it. I had mine, the Johnson & Johnson one shot. Had 2 sore arms. I was tired for a week, and then I was fine. And I've been looking around for a booster that's appropriate for me for a while. Hopefully, I'll find one soon. Okay, how about a little music? Close the door, light the lights. We're staying home tonight. Far away from the bustle and the bright city lights. Let them all fade away. Just leave us alone, and we'll live in a world of our own. We'll build a world of our own that no one else can share. All our troubles we'll leave far behind us there. And I know we will find such peace of mind when we live in a world of our own. Okay, that was World of Our Own. written by Tom Springfield of Springfield's folk group, which included Sister Dusty Springfield, who also went on to become an international. She also went on to become an international singing star. It was recorded by the Seekers and also by Dusty Springfield. So thank you for tuning in this evening of Monday, July 4th, 2022. Hope you join us again tomorrow. Take care of yourself and others, and remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night. Stay safe.